Okay, so if you want to create any new slide within a PPT, we use a enter we use a enter button, right, which creates a new slide, and how we need to create new layout. So that is what the first initial topic which we are going to see here. So I will just push this somewhere at the bottom. Yeah. So you can see layout here, right? So you will find a lot of layouts. So usually when you open a PPT, whoever has before worked with a PPT, once when you open, you will find the first slide with the name called as click to add title and then your subtitle, right? So when I enter here, you will find a slide with the header here and the content here. And again, after second slide, the third slide will be the same as second. Okay. So this is the layout, default layout, which you can see in any PPT. Okay. This is something which they have inbuilt. So now, if I go to layout, so this is called as title slide, title and content. So the slide which we are in is called as title and content. Okay. Section header. Okay, I'll give an example so that you will try to catch up. Okay, so there are two content or comparison, right, slide. This is a layout which has been there within the system. I'm clicking that. That means, so where I went, home, layout, and then comparison. So you will find the box, two boxes, and then say for example, I'm creating a graph. So everyone knows to create a graph within Excel. I'll teach you one type of graph in Excel where we need to put it here. So how we can create, yeah, clicking here. So I'm audible, right, Srini?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So I just got some message. Okay. So I'm just trying to select a column graph. Okay. So imagine by default some values I'm going to put it here. So this means your graph comes and sits within this box. Okay, say for example, every PPT will have a, graph or a content or a table or some kind of information which you are trying to present it. So you want to present it in one kind of a format. So in layout, you can select whichever format you want. And one is the graph which I've just created. You can have the title and stuffs here, right? And here, imagine you want to put some kind of a database. Okay, so there are two things within the system. One is the table which you want to project here in this particular slide, and you will have the graph. Fine. Okay, so if I go to the view, so the shortcut key is Shift F5. You will get the view so that it is neatly arranged. This layout is nothing but how you're making things in a structured way. Usually we try to drag and drop and try to align, right? So to avoid those such kind of stuffs, we default layouts whichever is there, we just try to put that layout and then we create the graphs and tables and stuffs. Okay, so that looks neat. Yeah, so the heading, so this might be on sales progress, right? Might be Q2 or Q3, whatever it is. And this might be some information or a reference material which you're trying to put right here for Q2, right? Fine. Any doubts here?
No.
Fine. Good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, because very often I need to ask this question. Otherwise, I'm not sure whether am I audible to you or not. Is this fine? You have any doubts?
As of now, no.
Yeah. Okay. Great. So I'm just trying to put, say, for example, new slide, right? So I said keep the cursor in a slide and then enter. Perfect. So what else you have seen? Layouts, right? So we have it in. So this is basically for what? To create the template, define the template, or which is already there, right? Define template. So where we need to go? Home and then layout. So I'm just saying that might be what is the meaning for the particular topic, and then this is the procedure which you how to do it, so that this will help after the training. Might be you can follow this, right? So okay. So now I'll just move on. Okay. So we have seen this layouts. So I just wanted to teach you on the text boxes. So by default, since I have already selected, so I will get the same layout. So I'll just change the layout to title and content. So you'll get the default layouts, right? So we have mainly the presentations mainly when we use it is kind of a creative and as well as the visualization. So how best you can show the visualization? So I'll go to shapes. Okay. So I just need some input so that it might be kind of interactive. Everyone can understand what I'm trying to tell if it is your own subject. Okay. So you will have your own process, right, in your technical field or any kind of a field. So you will have some process steps. So you can tell me some 4 or 5 steps which you follow to do a particular process on a day-to-day basis. So it can be any process. You can select a process and then you can say me what is the first step, second step.
Guys, go ahead. Anyone can speak. Rajesh,
Yeah. Can you be a bit louder? Your voice is.
I think Mr. Pavan, you can go ahead on with your subject. It would be.
No, no. I just feel that it's kind of a one way. I can't do a training like that. So I just need some 4, 5 steps here. We have around 20, 25 people. Anyone can say, like, say, someone was saying about vehicle. So what would be the first step of a vehicle process, or what do you do? First, you look for what?
Yeah, again, if you take some service,
Yeah.
vehicle process, vehicle entry,
Okay. 1 second. Vehicle entry. Yeah. Then
inventory,
inventory. Sorry. Okay.
checking the jobs or works, problem complaints,
Okay.
attending the complaints,
Handling. Okay.
handling,
Okay. Great.
quality check,
Yeah.
delivery check, and the final delivery.
Fine. Okay. Great.
This is just a process of service.
Yeah. Perfect. No, the main ask is why is because people also should feel that some words which they want to relate it so
Got it.
that it would be interesting. Otherwise, so right. So now I'm going to create a process flow. See, for every process, imagine there is a new person coming in, or you want to show your process to someone, to your clients, or it can be any management. It can. So how we need to create? So I'm just going to your insert shapes. I'll select a box. I'm just dragging it. So what I'll do, I'll just copy, paste it. Okay, so we had some 5, 6 steps, right? So everyone would have come across this kind of a scenario where you are just trying to put pictures, shapes. It can be any kind of a graph or anything. Okay, so now I just need to copy this content. Okay, if you have not used, you just try to use this kind of visualizations when you try to present it to top management, a monthly report, or how the process flows, or how you did it, how you did the process. So it can be any kind of. So I'm just trying to copy paste some three. Yeah, that's enough. Then I will tell you a trick. Okay, so I'll have, say for example, so I'm not sure whether, okay, I'll tell you that, right? So I just need to shapes. There will be some arrows. So when I'm trying to connect the arrow between two boxes, right? So always try to connect it through dots. So if I keep the cursor here, you will find dots, right? You can find the edges where you have some 3 dots here. So from here, if you start and if you go and end here, that means I'll show you a difference. Okay, right? So what I will do, I have an arrow in this formatting. I'm just trying to put it in a thicker line. So I'm just trying to put it here. Same, I'm trying to,
How did you do it? How did you move it?
yes. So this is on uh, adjusting the uh, object. It can be a arrow or any kind of a shapes. Okay, so moving is same topic but on moving, right? So the procedure is you just need to use the arrow keys in the keyboard, right, to move around, and to reduce or to adjust the size of the object. Then you will use, I will tell you what it is. Say for example, might be a bigger one. So when I press shift and any arrow key, okay, the up arrow will be increasing, down arrow will be decreasing, right arrow, left arrow decreases. So you got this concept, right? And if you use control shift and arrow keys, it will have a minimal. Say for example, I just want to increase a bit minimum kind of otherwise what happens, shift and arrow keys, it will become very big. So control shift, a minimum increase or decrease in the shapes. Okay, so I'm just putting it here, shift plus arrow keys, fine, and control shift arrow keys for minimal increase or decrease. Okay, because definitely these things, whichever you feel that it is useful, I'll spend more time there. Okay, so now I have clicked the arrow key. I'm using arrow key to move around. Okay, and again, insert shapes, clicking the arrow key. Now I'm going to this dot in this box, click, and joining to this dot. Right, the difference between these two. Okay, both look similar. Can anyone tell me what would be the difference?
Yes.
Arrow key thickness.
Arrow key
Thickness.
thickness. Okay, that's one difference. In any other difference between
And
this arrow?
box sizes.
Sorry, sir.
Box sizes.
Box sizes. Okay,
Yes.
so correct. So your box size and the thickness, you said the difference,
So
right?
not aligned bottom.
Okay, the bottom is not aligned.
Not aligned properly. Bottom.
Bottom it is not. Yes, it's not aligned in the sense how you want to give an example.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes.
Sorry, someone was telling something.
My name is Pratish.
Yeah, Pradesh.
Not aligned. Yes.
Okay, I will tell whatever you are telling not aligned. Okay, if I drag this box, it comes like this, right? But if I drag this box, your arrow also comes. Say for example, if I'm using my box, say I just want to drag it till here, your arrow also comes with this box, because this dot to dot, this arrow is attached. But here it is not like that. I just created, but I have not connected with the dot. So there will be one dot here, put it here. Same way here also in this box there will be one dot. Then this will really help. Otherwise what will happen? No, you will change here, then again you need to change the arrow, and you need to come and drag this, and you need to, so you need to change a lot of, it's a manual effort which is required. So instead what you will do, you will try to connect between the dots. Fine. So this is one basic ground rule when you're creating any boxes. Fine. Okay, so yeah, now I will just, okay, if I want to select these three boxes, see now for example I have given this, now I don't want these boxes. I don't want these boxes. How I need to remove these boxes? How I can delete? Or how I can select all these three boxes with these two arrows? How I can do it? Say for example, you have 5 boxes, 5 arrows. I can't go and sit and select each one by one, right?
Sir, select and delete.
To select, how, what method I'll use? See, this I have selected. I need to select this cell, this cell, this cell, this box, this arrow key, this arrow key. I want to do for all the stuff. I want to select at one shot, then I can delete it.
And
Otherwise,
you can drag all the boxes, sir.
drag.
Yes.
What's the control key button?
Control.
Okay. This is how we will select. If I want to select like this, you just need to press the, if it is a mouse, then press the first button and then left button, and then you just need to drag and leave it. So it will select from wherever to wherever you are doing it. It will select immediately. You can do a delete. Otherwise, what will happen is manually we need to do one by one. Good. So now at least we have kind of interaction. I'm also happy to, yes. Okay, so I was doing inventory and then another box, 3 boxes I'll have. Okay, correct. Now, if I want to align exactly between these 3 boxes, there should be some kind of alignment. So when I drag, can you see some red dotted lines? Okay, yeah. So that is for alignment. I will teach you another one more best way of doing it. Okay, So now say for example, I have this some okay. I have 4 boxes here. So I'll just color these boxes with, yeah, someone said that control and then you can select. Yeah, you can select like that also. Otherwise you can drag it also. Just to differentiate, I'm just trying to, where is my, yeah. Okay. Now I want to align all these 4 boxes in the same line. It might be horizontal, vertical, however we want. So what is that we need to do? We know that how we need to do manually. We drag and we see the dotted lines. That's fine. I'm just going to teach you another way. So you need to understand 2 things here. Which is my, okay.
Mr. Praveen, you are not audible.
Is it? I'm not audible?
Now okay.
Okay. No. I was just typing here. Okay. So what I was trying to tell me which particular box in this yellow amber box, which is your bottom box? Which number is your bottom box?
Obviously 4.
4. Yeah. And which is your right side box, which is 4? Which is your left side box, which is 1? And which is your top box, that is also 1, correct? So it will take this as a, I've selected all the 4 boxes. How I'm going to arrange it at one shot. Okay. Go to arrange, which is there in home button. See, this we can use it for pictures, graphs, any box, anything which you use. Okay. So go to align. Okay. So you have left. Okay. 1 second. Left, center, and then I'm going to put left. What happens? It goes and sits in left. So the same fashion, if I select top, middle, bottom, the question which I was asking. So if I select bottom, all the boxes comes and sits in the exact level of 4. You got it? Do you want me to do it again?
Sir, please show me once again, sir.
Yeah. So I have selected all the boxes. I'm going to arrange, which is there in home button, align. So now I will select top. So all my boxes gets aligned to which particular number? 1.
1.
Exactly. So however we want. So I told whichever is the top, middle, and bottom, it gets aligned to that one. Okay. This is aligning between box to box in the same horizontal way and stuff. Now, can you tell me whether the space between each box is same?
Yeah, space. No.
No, right? You
No,
select
sir.
this. You select all the box, align. So you have a option, distribute horizontally. Now your size or the gap width between each box will be exactly same. See, this is 4 box. You might have, say, some pictures and all. You will try to put it in one slide. It can be any kind of object. So you should keep this one in your mind and try to rearrange it. Okay. For example, I will enter. I will keep this box. Copy. Now the next scenario, nothing but your vertical scenario. Okay. Your boxes are scattered. Okay. Just what you need to do, select all the boxes, go to arrange. Now I don't want to arrange in horizontal. Now it will be vertical. So which is your leftmost box in this? 3, right? If I click align left, everything gets aligned to this one. So whichever you want, you can select, and then click distribute vertically so that the gap between each box will be same. Fine, everyone got it?
How you select all at a time, sir?
Yes. Okay. So now in the mouse you will in the mouse you will click here, and then you will drag it and then leave the mouse. So when I'm dragging, this 3 won't get selected because it is not covering the full box of that 3. So only these 3 boxes will get selected. So what you need to do, you need to keep the cursor somewhere here and then drag the mouse, then all the boxes will get selected. Fine. Okay. Yeah. So to select all boxes, or it can be anything. So what I need to do, click the mouse and drag and select. Fine, drag. This is more than enough. Okay. So what is that we were seeing? How to align the boxes. So in home button, so first what you need to do, select all the boxes, and then home, and then you will do any answer.
Mr. Pavin, one question is there.
Yes, tell me.
Someone chat will Control A, select all boxes.
Perfect. So now I was just expecting this. Someone was telling in that in between. So when you do Control A, what happens? Even this box gets selected. The box beyond the header and the body of this. So imagine I want to color all the box in green. Okay. So I have selected all. Control A. I will select it in green. What happens? Even this box, no, in PPT you will have this box also, right? That also gets selected if you do Control A. You got it, Sini? Hi. You got what I told?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because what I was telling was you might have 10-15 boxes in a slide, but I want to select only 5. If I do Control A, it will be the entire 15 boxes get selected. 15 objects get selected. Correct. So that is why we use this mouse technique. Okay. Hope I have answered your question. Yeah, so this is done. Picture alignment and stuffs and all. Then as we move interesting topics, we will get it. So how many people, anyone have heard about flowcharts, which we were doing now here? Will this be helpful, this flowcharts? Or you have hierarchy? Top 2, so there will be one person, under that there will be 3 different departments, under that department you'll have 4 people, something like that.
Yes, organization chart we have, and
Super.
it will help definitely.
Yeah, any example you can relate it to any kind of a stuff. Maybe I can take the organization chart. Okay, so now I'm saying my same fashion, you create, say this is head of sales. Okay, and then you will have,
So you take a service. We have service, entire service team here.
oh great. Then I will just pick it from here. As you say, might be I'll type it. Yeah, service delivery lead or something, right? How you want me to type the topmost?
Team service.
In GM, AGM,
Okay,
DGM,
great.
WM, same.
Yes, super. So under service GM, I'm just trying to put what is that one level down?
AGM.
AGM. If you want to write the name, you can write it here. Okay, AGM one. Okay, there will be, say for example, AGM 1 and AGM 2. Okay. Instead of name, I'm just putting it as 1 and 2. Okay. Okay. If people have used this PPT or slides before, okay, when I'm entering, I want to go in this particular stuff. How will I go? I want to align with the service GM.
We have to control, means select everything and get left.
Sorry, so select everything. Okay. So under AGM1, if I want to have a sub, so how I'm doing, I'm keeping the cursor here, enter. If I type something, it will come under the AGM itself. But what I need to do, enter. If I press tab, the dot will start from, you can see the difference here. Under AGM, can you tell me what is your designation?
WM.
Team lead, sir?
WM, works managers.
WM.
Yes, sir.
You can write WMA, WMB, WMC like that.
Okay. WMB. Okay. Under tab, WM, say C, and then WMD. Okay, so I will stop here. Likewise, we will create it. Okay, so my question here, yeah, seeing you were telling something. So now I want to create AGM3. Okay, when I enter and if I say AGM3, it is not aligned to AGM2 and AGM1, correct? How will I avoid this error?
Enter backspace, sir.
You have to enter.
Yes, every person, even I was using backspace to avoid. So I'm using a backspace, enter. If I use a backspace, it will go and sit here. Correct. What I'll do now, initial days, this is a manual work. I just copy, enter, but still it is not happening. Okay. So we have one good option here. You can see this decrease list level, increase list level, which is there in the top in the option called as paragraph. Okay, so these two options, increase, decrease. So if I click decrease, it will come and sit in the alignment of AGM2. Again, if I one more click, if I do, it will come and sit in service GM. You're getting it?
Yes, sir.
This definitely every person will find that. I'm sure that you would have come across this scenario. So I'm typing AGM3 here, and then yeah, you will have this one. So now to create a flowchart. So as you know how we created, right? So where we need to go first? Insert shapes, right? That is the first level of creating a process flow. Insert shapes. Fine. What else you have other than insert shapes? Any other method you have? Say GM.
Flowchart template is available, right?
Yeah. So what I'm doing here, this is a manual one. The second level of doing what you said, that's right. Insert SmartArt. We call it as SmartArt, where you'll have list of options here, lot of options. So you can select anything. Say for example, hierarchy. I'm selecting. For example, I'm selecting the hierarchy one, organizational chart, anything. The first one I'm selecting. Click OK. You will find like this. Okay, now I'm not going to use the manual boxes. Instead, predefined boxes is there. So directly, instead of typing there, I will type like this. Yeah, AGM. Now tell me, if I want to create 3 AGMs, how will I create? This is AGM1, right? If I want to create another one more, just you need to select this AGM1, copy, paste. One more paste, you will get. So copy, paste. It is just aligned between 3 AGMs. So you just need to change it to 2 and 3. Is it easier now to create a flowchart? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So like flowchart, you have multiple options in SmartArt. Say for example, you want to show a process flow, you want to show some kind of beautiful kind of pictures, right? Anything, everything, it is possible. Here it is. Say for example. Okay. So this is type 1 or type 1, 2, 3. And you can give some description here. If I go to slideshow, shift F5, you have some 3 boxes which says that 1, 2, 3, and also it looks like one steering only, right? So anything you want, you can do it. Say for example, we have 3 phases, and in this month this particular phase is in red or something, and then you can make it remaining all it is in green. You're just trying to say that this is the month. See, this is green. There are 3 types of stages you have. Might be this is for the month of say Jan. This might be for the month of Feb. Here might be all 3 in the month of Feb. You would have achieved your target, or your SLA, or your performance is good or something. So this will give a clear picture that you just put a heading here as Jan, Feb, March, April. So any person when they want when they see this slide, immediately they'll understand that okay, only in 1 month we have missed, or only in 2 months we have missed on the second phase. You can try to relate your process, and then you can put the names over here, and then you can do it. And it is nothing that okay, only 3 we can put 4, 5. It's all about how you I just clicked copy paste, so you got 4. So if you want 4, 5, another one more, you are getting it. Got it, right? Any doubt? No?
No,
Hello?
sir.
Yeah,
Can
yes.
we get another?
Sir, I
quick
have
one?
one.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, I have one doubt. You have mentioned 1, 2, 3. 1 is green and 2 is red and 3 is red. For
Correct.
background also, I need to make color. How to do it, sir?
So I have selected this, right, picture. Red, and font color I'll put it as white, so that your two will it will be visible. Fine. This I will select. I will change it to green. My font color, say I'll put it in black. Fine. Answer your question?
Okay, sir.
Okay, right. And this might be amber. It can be anything. Okay. Right. So all see basically PPT is for beautifying. It's a creativity. It's a art. Some techniques and tools I will teach you how much ever I can. With that technique, I just want you to use it and explore. So now till now you have seen 2 levels. One is manually creating the shapes, insert shape. Second is insert, and what was the option we saw? SmartArt. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Where you have everything. Now the third level, easiest level, and it's a good. So I created this in this flow. I have just selected this. I have an option called as convert to SmartArt. Click, you click this, you got it. Any pain now? Within fraction of second, you'll get the flowchart.
Good, sir.
So first what you need to do, you need to type in this order. Say for example, if I'm not typing after service GM, if this agent comes under the same service, we'll see how the convert to SmartArt will behave. Okay, you can see the difference.
Yes, sir.
Now if I have tab, if I press the tab, so now the alignment is somewhere after service, then AGM. Here if I go and do it, so service will be the top. Under that you have 3 AGMs. Under AGM 1 we had WMAB, CD. Likewise, how much ever you create, automatically it comes. Only thing is you need to create this. I did a Control Z now. Will this be still more useful?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
And also it is not only for flowchart. Say for example, you told some process steps, right, initially. This one, vehicle entry, inventory, final date. I've selected this, convert to SmartArt. I'm selecting this box. I'll go to slideshow. Why this boxes? We can hide it, huh? Yeah. So now you can see your slide without you designing, putting on novel, this, that, and all. Right. I have selected convert to SmartArt, whichever you want. Like this. Good. You can use this whichever you want, and then you have lot of options here. No need to sit and design. You already have predefined. Beyond this design, if you want something, yes. If I want to change the color, same home button, and then you can. So or use, it's not getting selected. Okay, so I think you can select using a control button, and then you can change the color. Might be all your colors are a different blue and your header is in different. You can be your font size. So imagine it would be very tough, right? If you need to sit and do this arrow and box and all. No, I know that it is not that beautiful, whatever colors I'm selecting. I'm just showing an example. You can choose and you can have your creative thoughts. So what we saw now was uh, mm, insert smart art. So what you need to do in insert smart art, you are going to insert tab and then smart art, correct? Then you type the content in the boxes. So convert to smart art. What is that? In home tab, first you need to select the content, correct? In the slide, and then go to home tab and then convert to smart art, and then you can select whichever you want. So automatically it changes. Select any one model. Okay, cool. Okay, so do you people use graphs?
Yes.
Yes. And if I ask you a question, so everyone knows how to create a graph?
To Excel, yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I will give you an example. If you are answering it, good. Say for example, this is for Jan, Feb, right? So I have some numbers here. I know that you select insert a graph. So my question here to you, I have some percentage. Say for example, I have Jan percentage, contribution percentage. So I'm calculating a percentage. Simple. I'm saying 99 divided by your 69. Okay. Okay, I don't want this. So for January month, I have percentage as well as the count. Simple. Imagine that there is a data where you have numbers and percentage. If I want to create a graph for this, how I need to create? So tell me, where is the percentage here? Can you people view this? Or is there any method to do it? Because this, I need to ask a question because mostly we use it in, no, not only in PPT, anywhere we go. Any answer we have? Yes, no?
I think number 2 on the
No, sir. No.
Number 2 on the,
template of the graphs. It's under the formulas.
yeah, so percentage is here, but it is not showing in graph. Why?
You have selected the wrong graph.
Okay, which one we need to select?
That's why I am telling no.
Insert. Okay,
Select anyone.
so here it is showing
num-
percentage.
Number 2 I am telling about. The first chart you selected on the top.
Correct. Second one.
You just go inside the graph.
Here, inside.
Here. You can see number 1, 2, 3 on the top, right?
Okay, here you are saying. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. A little bit we can see. Okay, simple way I will tell you. Which version of Excel or PPT you are using?
13 and 16.
Okay, great. So go here, more column charts. We have option called as combo. This line, I'm creating a secondary axis. Click OK. That means your right side will be your percentage, which is a line graph, and left side will be the numbers. See, this will happen only when you have numbers and percentage. If you have only numbers, January to December, you have no need to worry about that. One column graph is fine, but number and percentage, when it comes, you need to use this secondary axis. Any doubts you have? Copy here, because mostly when we sales percentage, anything which you want to use it here. Yes. Okay, so here, any doubt you have, stop me. Okay,
We want to know how to insert this, in the sense not copy. Excel should be there and this graph should be there. Again, I didn't know how to spell it. And whenever I alter something, it should be altered here. You have to keep the source formatting.
Perfect. Okay, so when I'm copying this and when I'm pasting it here, so you have multiple options here. Keep source formatting and link data. That means, okay, that's fine. What is the difference between this and I'm going to teach you one more thing that should really help you a lot. If I say, for example, right click, add data labels. No, you can't see here. You need to do a double click here or right click here, edit data and escape. No, there is no change. So you just copy this particular content or this particular graph, I'm not going to, how you paste here in a slide? Control V, correct?
Yeah.
And we use these options. I'm not going to use Control V here. I've copied the graph. We have an option called as paste here. Click here. You have paste special. Click here. So there are multiple options. Paste link. Click OK. This is a picture. This is an object, right? You can't do a double click here. You can't do anything. It is just linked, but it is a picture. Okay. Here, this 99, I'm changing to say 1200. Correct? If I go to PPT, automatically that would have changed. See, that was your question. No answer?
Yeah, but should we keep both the files in the same folder? Or how it?
No. Anywhere. It can be anywhere in this computer within the system. Okay, so it will go towards its path. So there is a path for each file, right? Desktop, C drive, folder name. So it will automatically capture that. But it should be there within this computer. You should not delete that file. That's all. Got it right? Okay.
Yeah.
Any questions? Since you asked that question, I'll try to relate something which I can within the time which we have. Okay. So anything which you have it within this Excel, yes, it comes there. I will tell you another one more thing. When I'm, see, for example, when I'm showing this slide, someone will ask a question, how it is 2, how it is 3, or how it is red. So you need to have the Excel file somewhere kept it, right? At the time you can go and search in the folder. Insert. You have an option called as you can see, right? Object. Click there. Once when you click, it will ask you to browse which particular file you want to keep it here. So I'm going to, so what I did in insert tab, click object, create from file, browse, and is Chandan there in this call? Is this meeting getting recorded, or is it something? So whatever I'm trying to write, I think my voice.
Getting recorded, Praveen.
Okay, great. Thanks. And yeah, cool. Good. I'm clicking this Excel file. Click OK. Click link. Click display as icon. Change icon, and then name this particular file as 123. Okay. I don't want a very big name, so I'm just trying to do it. So what happens? Your Excel file comes and sits here. You can keep it as a reference. Someone asks about this, or someone wants to view what it is, right? So when they do a double click here, that file opens. Fine. It's basically for reference. Okay. Any doubts? Please stop me. Any doubts? No one is asking questions.
So far it is clear.
Oh, great. Thanks. Okay. Charts, background format, yeah. Tables. Yeah. So when I want to create tables, insert. If I want 3 columns, and say 5 rows. You select this and then you get this. And if I want to create one more row, press tab. Automatically you will get it. Okay, this is on creation of tables, any kind of a table. Right. I'm just going fast because I'm just trying to cover how much ever I can. And yeah. Okay, so your first slide here, say it's about layouts, right? Say for example, so when I'm presenting it, I'll select this layout slide. Okay, not only layout. What is this? This is on SmartArt, right? So I select SmartArt, right click, hyperlink. There are multiple options here. You need to select because your slides are within the same PPT. So place in this document, and then which is your slide 4 is your SmartArt. So I'll select slide 4. Click OK. So what is the shortcut key for viewing the slideshow? Shift F5. Okay, so when I'm presenting it, I just need to go and click here in SmartArt. It will go to that slide. Got it right? Known as, say for example, any question you have now? You should have.
Why we have to go that slide particularly? It's not occurred, right?
No. So what I'm saying is this SmartArt topic is related to this slide. This slide is related to a different topic. So what I'm saying is when you're explaining your someone, so first I will click create new slide. When I'm clicking there, it will go to the slide directly there. You explain and you come back here, you click layout, it goes to the layout slide. So when I'm clicking SmartArt, it goes here. See, not for this particular exercise. What I'm saying is, say for example, there is a new joinee who has joined and you have a presentation, you need to teach him in a call or sharing screen or something. So you will go one by one. So basically you are trying to link from one slide to another slide. And then you can go back to the same slide. I'll create, say for example, home. That means nothing but your first content slide. So how I need to do a linking? Right click, hyperlink, PPT contents. Click OK. Say for example, in conference or anywhere you are just trying to explain, you have 10-15 minutes time. That's it. You need to finish off. So we can't sit and do. So we will try to tell what it is. Someone will ask, okay, what it is, can you explain in detail? So we go there and you explain this. And when I click here, vehicle entry, might be anything related to vehicle entry slide will pop up. If I click inventory, so you need to create a hyperlink for each box and keep it ready. So if someone asks how we will check the complaints, what is the process? So you click here, you will know what are the procedures you follow for checking the complaint. So when I click home, it goes back to that particular. You got that. See, you would have seen internet banking or any website. You go click one particular option, you will get that view. And after that, within that, you want to again go and click so that you will get still more deeper information. So likewise, you can do those hyperlinks. This will help you to do that kind of. Basically, it's kind of, I'll give you another example. Here you have, say, for example, Bangalore region. You have here for, say, Tumku, you have for Hubli, you have different places within Karnataka, I imagine. So If I click Bangalore, you will get the slide which is linked related to Bangalore. If I click home, it will come back to this one. So you have different regions which is in one slide, in one view. If I click one of the region, it will go to a slide where particularly for that region in detail, you will get a slide. So you can, I'm just trying to give examples where you can relate it. Okay. Because what happens is in an overview slide, you'll have 10 regions, but you can't put each region ka detailed information in the same slide. Imagine 10 regions ka information, it will be very tough. So you will give a very high level overview of 10 regions. If I click one of the region, then it will go to a slide where for that region, whatever the information, right? Okay. Any doubts, please stop me. And screenshots, yeah. Yeah, so when I was saying about, there is one more option called as text box. Okay. What is a text box for? Okay. We have a text box. So you are asking whether will it change or not, right? So this is one example like that. Say for example, I'm creating in Excel, say 45 is your actual production or something, your target say 70, so my percentage will be equals to actual divided by your target. Okay. So imagine this is your team's performance, okay, monthly or on a daily basis. So now I'm going to create a this is a chart, donut chart, right? So I've created a chart. I know that, okay, I will increase the I don't want huge gap, okay? Okay. I will increase this. Okay. So now I will use insert text box. I'm going to insert a text box within this center. What is that I'm going to include? I can select this formula box equals to your 45 divided by your 70. What I'm trying to say is you can write a formula or no need to take a risk, equals to, it's not getting deleted. Yeah. You select this 64, that's more than enough. So you got the answer as this is the achieved percentage, correct? Keep it in center, make it bigger. Right. Now I will copy this chart. I will put it in a slide. How will I put it? Paste special, link, click OK. So as you change, so imagine you were at 10 in the morning, somewhere at around 9 o'clock, there is something actual is 10. So that means 14% is completed. So this color, I will color it with red. So these are all pictorial representation of how we are beautifying it. So I'm just trying to. Right. So your, right, it's not changed. Should change now. Okay. I'm copying. For example, I'm just copying this with the Excel itself. Copy. Control C. Control C. Right. Now I will paste it here with the paste special. Okay. Right. So now if I change this, so after some time you might change this one to say 30. Okay. So it will change. If it is, so you will see the red here majority, green is only little bit. So when you are nearing your target, say 60, then your green will be higher, right? You can do, yeah. I think we need to create one more here. Sorry. So I don't want to spend more time on this. Okay. I'm not going in depth on this, but just try to get a concept where when you not only graph any kind of a picture which you are trying to do it, if you want a number within that picture, within the image, you just need to insert text box. So this is something very no, insert shapes also there. So for example, where is that shapes? This is also a box, right? But this is different from text box. In text box, you can link it to a particular cell, Excel cell. Okay, that is what we will do it in a live dashboards within a PPT. Okay, so right. So if I'm explaining this particular box, okay, when I'm in slideshow mode, I just need to click a right click, click laser. So this will give a picture like a laser point. When I'm pointing it out, I can use this option. Fine. So this we have it in right click pointer options, laser point. So you have multiple pen or anything you want to use, you can use it. So anyway, I think it's getting recorded, so I'm not going to type anything there. Okay, some animations next. Okay, so I will tell you some animations here. Okay, so imagine when I'm going to shift F5, this is a slideshow. When I do shift F5, I can see all the boxes at one shot. I don't want to do that one. Click here, animations. So I'll park last few minutes for your questions. So this animations, add animations. Say for example, I'm clicking. This will be, so you can see a number here. That means this is the first animation in this particular slide. Then I'll say this arrow mark will be your second animation. The second box will be your third animation. Likewise, it goes on, right? You can select whichever you want. There are multiple things. I'll tell you the difference with what it is. Okay, each animation has its own way of, one is wheel, one is float, split, and everything. So now we will see this. I will remove it because I just created animation only for those boxes. Shift F5. So now you can't see anything here in this slide. So when you're explaining someone, right, you press any key in the keyboard, you get the first one. So you will try to explain what is this vehicle entry and stuff. Then you will again enter. The second box comes into picture. Then again enter. Once when you explain about the second box, then you go with the third box. This is on a very simple animations. You can explore with the boxes which you have here. Okay, pulse, movements. You can use this particular stuff. Once when we go into that, it goes on. So now here, another one more thing which I can teach an animation is I need to manually press a key for you to move into a different one. So I'm saying here with after previous, this box also after previous, but I can give a time also, how much time it needs to delay. Now if I go to shift F5, I'm not pressing anything, it will automatically come. Say for example, in anywhere in malls or you see a particular big screen TV, what it happens, there will be something, someone will speak or someone image will come, some advertisements. So after some time, automatically it moves to the next. It's kind of how we need to create a PPT like a movie, basically a clippings. So you can do that. You can insert a audio or a video here. So for example, you have a video which is saved in your desktop or in your system. That video is related to your, say, your manager or GM has spoken something or something. So you just need to insert video. You browse the video from my PC and then you can select whichever the video you have. You just need to click. That's it. So that will come and save here. When you are presenting it, you can do a double click, that will pop up and the video will come. Basically, you're trying to insert a video within the slide. Right? So, yeah. So, any questions? Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any way to do automatically? Means should we select each and every object or how it could be?
Yeah. See, initially when you are doing it, you need to create every object and then you need to do. So, do you want to go object by object or slide by slide? Which one you want?
Can you go to your second slide and explain? Second
Second
slide.
slide. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you explain this one by one?
I didn't.
How should I do this?
In animation?
Animations.
So what you need to create animation here. You just need to select your title or whatever you want to explain, creating new slides. Go to animation. You select one of the animation, right? That is animation number 1. Second is your second animation, right? So likewise for each topic, you will select first manually.
This is what I'm not asking. What I'm 1, 2 you selected, no? There is any way to do automatically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? How should we select manually one by one by one?
Your question is related to animation or anything different?
Animation. You
Perfect.
select
So
1 and
now,
2.
see what I'm saying is, can you see the first 2 content here? Which you could able to see here, creating new slides, layout. When I'm going to slideshow, could you able to see now? No, right? Because I have created animation. When I press enter, you will get the creating new slides. So you will explain about this first topic. Once when it is complete.
I'm not asking that. While creating the animation, you selected creating new slides and number 2 and number 3 like that, right?
Yeah.
So this is fixed. Number 10 numbers are fixed.
Correct.
So any way to select everything at one go? Animation.
Perfect. Instead of selecting this, you just select this. Okay. Only one animation, which is, if I enter, you will get the entire stuff content here.
No. It should come after the click of button one by one.
One by one. You need to do it manually. So I have given the answer before itself. You need to do manually. There is no shortcut. You need to do one by one. It's a one-time activity. You need to do each topic. You need to create the animation. At one shot, you can create it. Then it will consider for the entire content. It won't consider one by one. So one by one, we see simple. How the movie will be. if you have 100 films or say 50 shots, right? Each shot we need to manually create it. Then when you club it, automatically it will run one by one. So the same concept they have used in this slide animations also. So we can't do it at one shot. System will get confused whether you are saying one by one or entire stuff. Okay, so that's what it is. Any other questions? So we have another 4 minutes left out. So I'll keep this portion for questions.
So good evening, Sanjay here.
Yeah, Sanjay.
Sir, while preparing the slides, you have shown that we can select a layout or design or something.
Correct.
So if at all we need a particular picture or a sticker in the slide, automatically can we save it or what, sir? For the next slide, see if I take a Prathamoto sticker in a slide, okay, or a logo in a particular slide. So I want for the all slides it has to be projected automatically. Can we save that also?
Okay, 1 second. Give me a second. So for example, I'm just creating one picture here. Simple. This is a new PPT, okay?
Yes.
Where is that? Okay. So we are in slide master. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm pasting particular logo or anything, a picture here. Fine. Okay. And I will insert one. Close master view. Okay. One second. So we have, so I was telling you about the two different layouts, right? This is title layout and this one is your the content layout.
Yeah.
So when I'm doing the same exercise, I need to do it keeping the selecting this particular slide and then go to review, then view, and then slide master. You will do the same exercise here because this is two different layouts are there in a default PPT, right? So for both you need to do this exercise, whatever I'm currently doing, or you can go to this particular slide, you can copy this, the picture and whatever the writings, you just copy, put it in this, and then close it. Where is your close button? Here outside. Close view. Okay. So now I have the picture here, which I can't touch.
Yeah.
I mean, touch in the sense I can't delete it. Okay. And if I enter the slide, you will find what you have created here.
Okay.
So in every slide that will be there. So this we usually use for logo and a wording, and then the copyrights reserved or something. You can put a box here, and then see I've not changed the color here for Prathamotas. However you want. I don't want color. I want only in black.
But we want to change the location. I mean, for that we can change, right?
Yeah. So if you want,
I want it in the left side top end.
Okay. Then you go to the same slide master. You select this.
Okay. Then if you go
wherever you put it, and then close the master view. Now if I enter, so every slide will have it in left side.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? I know 1.5 hours. It's a vast. We used to have it for 8 hours session. and a lot of practice. It's creativity, right? So I think we will ask people to do it. Might be in the short span, how much ever I can cover it, I think I will cover it. Any other questions you have?
Yeah, one question is something if data is typed in Excel
Okay.
and subsequently we copy and paste it in PPT,
Okay.
the look will not be similar to Excel the way it is. How to adjust that one?
Okay. Where is Excel? Okay. So I have
PowerPoint.
so I have something data like this. I'm copying this. I'm pasting it in this slide. So this will be in this format, correct? If you want the same format and everything, you just need to select your, for example, sorry, one second. Imagine you have a different font for January and percentage. You have the background yellow and this one, something like this. Okay. If I copy and paste it here, it won't be the same format. So what I need to do is you just need to click keep source formatting. So when I select, you will find on control button here, click this keep source formatting. However it was there in the Excel, with the formatting, it will be the same. Say for example, if I select this Calibri 11, it should be Calibri 11. You can see this. So it will be the same. No need to worry about. Only thing is you just need to select the control button once when you paste it.
Yeah, thanks for it.
This control button and this one. Yeah. Any other questions? Now at least I'm happy that people are asking questions. I feel that I have done some training. Yeah. Happy to answer your questions. Yes.
Hi sir, this is Pawan here.
Yep. Yeah.
Sir, can I design a new slide type apart from the prescribed one in the PPT? This thing, can I design a new slide? This thing, sir?
What is that you're looking for? What kind of a design you're looking for? In the background or something like that?
Sir, if I go to in the background, yeah.
Okay. So say for example, I'm going to a new PPT and then you will have a lot of templates in design. Say for example, I'll select one design like this. Okay. So as I enter, you will find the same kind of stuff.
Yes,
okay.
but if I want a new type, I can. If I say I will design one thing, but which is
you want to design by your own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we do that?
You just need to, in this background, might be you can have some kind of colors. You will have a slide with this particular color, right? It is nothing but you are just trying to put it with your own design, and you can use in view. I told about slide master, right? If I try to put something here that will get implemented, it won't get deleted. You can type, put a lighter color, put a new design. You put the design in this slide master. So I told you about logo, right?
Yes, sir.
Same way, the design, you paste it here so that every slide will have the same kind of design. You can type it, but don't put something where if you type also, you should feel that everyone should view that. Correct?
Okay.
Like that you can select from Google or somewhere some slide, and then you can enlarge that picture, and then you can put it so that every slide will have that picture. I think we have created something for which is that. I think yeah, I mean kind of a logo or something, whatever I was telling, right? So somewhere I couldn't show me an example there, but you can create in the same fashion. Okay, but the picture, it should be on a very lighter note so that when you write it in a black font, it should be visible. Okay,
in your number 2 slide, last but second line.
No, see, slide by slide you can have a recording based on the animations, and one more option, which you did it manually, right? You can do it through slideshow. So we have option called as record slideshow. You just need to click here. Okay, start recording. So imagine you're trying to speak, you're going to explain something, and then you're clicking a button, and then this comes, then again you click a button. So everything gets recorded here. So this slide, I need say 10 seconds. So seconds will be running here. Okay. Once when 10 seconds over, then I will click enter. It will go to the next one. Here I need only for 5 seconds, say for example. Okay, after 5 seconds, I do enter. So this is how this recording happens. This I did it manually initially. Automatically, if you want to do it, you can go to slideshow and then you can record from current slide. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions?
We do have a lot of questions, but time is running.
Yeah, I know it is. See, you can plan for say 4 hours session that will be fruitful, because I want to see how you're doing. See, when I'm teaching, it will look like a movie, correct? In a theater, you just watch, yeah, wow, super. But when you're doing it, right, when you're creating the creativity, it will take some more time. So then and there, I will ask you to do and see how creatively you can do it. And so that is where I usually do. Every 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I will ask you people to spend some 5-10 minutes to see how it is coming. So any doubts, I will clarify there. So I know that. So I think minimum 4 to 8 hours, yeah, with the exercise practice session, I think I can make it still more interactive, and then I can do a lot.
And let me plan with Mr. Chandan.
Yeah. Lot of. I can give you some examples. You have graphs where you have multiple regions, multiple states. So you have colored for each state, each region, and kind of things. That and all, it will take longer time. And yeah, to create that one itself, it will take at least half an hour, and then you to practice again another 15 minutes. Half an hour to 45 minutes I use. A globe wise, how it India wise, different places. A lot of things are there. Yeah.
Praveen sir, I was in fact the most of things are I had learned in this PPT.
Okay.
We do a lot of PPTs and present to in the management.
Mm-hmm.
So and we are finding very much difficult when it comes to graphics and settings, and the way you showed the in the tab, all those things.
Yeah.
The header is typed and subsequently this tab is typed, and then so these are all we are finding it very difficult. So we are used to do manual things.
Okay.
The boxes, cutting arrows and joining them, all those things.
Yeah.
So this was one thing fantastic which I learned. So I was very much looking at the enthusiastic look at that. How do you do it? So that was very helpful. And along with that, the other graphics, shortcuts and these things.
Okay.
So this was fantastic. So that was in a way when we, as I said, when we do it, and we may enjoy a lot with the shortcuts which you showed us. So you have showed us a many lot of tips and tricks. So I had noted some most of the points. So this will definitely help us, and keep joining us, sir, whenever you teach us. And thanks for Srinivasan sir giving this opportunity to get into this PPT show. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Praveen sir.